Hi, my name is Patrick, and this video is to give you 5 tips to fill MBA application forms. So all the application forms have come out, and you need to fill the application forms of different colleges, IMK, IIM Lucknow, and other colleges. So tips to fill up the MBA application forms. We do have courses for PI at GD. Basically, will also help you to fill the forms, frame individual answers, and you get personal attention. Few students and giving personal attention is what differentiates us. Anyway, coming to why application form is important. Some colleges have separate marks for application form. So your application form have separate marks. Nothing to do with on your interview, nothing to do with that. They'll only look at the application form and give you marks, like SPJMR. Also, normally application form creates a first impression. So when the panelist goes to the application form, first impression becomes extremely important. Application form creates that impression. Also, the interviews are based on the application form. So what you write in that makes a difference, and therefore it becomes extremely important. Tip 1, keep the interview in mind when you're writing the application form, because the interviews are based on the application form. Okay. So specifically essay type answers, what you write, they read, they take a hint from that, and they will ask you questions. So therefore, before you fill the form, decide what you want the panelists to ask you. For example, you say, I like chess, but you don't want them to ask you a question on chess because you're not comfortable with it. So it will defeat the purpose. They ask you a question on chess and you're not able to answer, you will lose out. So that means you need to plan your answers in such a way that they can ask you questions on areas that you want them to ask you questions. This is basically leading the panelist. And there's a number of ways to lead the panelist by planning your answers accordingly. Second, highlight your achievements. Important to sell yourself. Interview is all about selling yourself. A lot of people have achievements, but they do not express themselves properly. And because they're not able to express themselves properly, they lose out on the interview. The key is to differentiate yourself from the others. How are you different from others? Your achievement should come in such a way that you're able to differentiate yourself from all the other people. It could be small, but it should be able to portray yourself in positive light. Highlight your work. Work experience is given a lot of weightage nowadays, so it's important to highlight your work. And what have you done in work? Responsibilities, achievements, initiatives taken. A lot of people have work ex, but they're not portrayed properly. Work ex could make a lot of difference in your being selected, not selected. So any achievements in your workplace always have a higher weightage. Ensure that you tell the panelists what achievement that you have highlighted as far as possible, so that you can get through. Because the assumption is that if you have been able to work properly in a previous organization, you will definitely be able to work well in your next organization. So in which case your work, any achievement which are there, is given a higher weightage because it shows that you are able to work in a corporate field. Do not copy. A lot of people copy from ChatGPT, but avoid that, because the language of ChatGPT panelists can easily understand. A lot of people look at the same ChatGPT, therefore the answers are same, common, and therefore the panelists can easily make out which is ChatGPT answer, which is not. Also, avoid copying from others. The same problem, because the answers are similar, and because the answers are similar, it becomes. The second problem of copying is that when you copy from others, you are portraying his personality. But when you go for the interview is seeing you. So you can make it that what is written in the form is different from what you are speaking, and there could be a high chance of elimination. So you can take the help of people, but don't try to copy the answers. Avoid it as far as possible. There is a ways to take help from different sources, including AI, etc. Know what to do. Also, your written language can't be different from the way you speak, because the moment you copy, your language is different, and the way you speak is different. That can be a mismatch, and that shows that you're copying. So avoid it. Do a check, grammarly check, etc. Before submitting any form, having a mistakes in grammar, spelling, etc. looks bad. If you notice, it becomes some people are finicky about it. So it makes sense to ensure you do a grammar check, spelling check, etc. And before you show, it shows how serious you are with regards to college. So having a good check before you submit makes sense. I hope this helps. All the best. We'll come up with more videos that will help you with regards to interview preparation. If you're interested, do subscribe to the channel.